started.
Alright, welcome back everybody to Apocalypse World. Unfortunately, we are going to be missing Pete tonight because boy is tired. But we will soldier on. And is anyone taking control of Rasp tonight?
I don't mind doing it. It's probably quite simple.
Yeah, so I believe you all have access to each other's sheets. So if you want to have a look at what Rasp can do, just put it up. Or if you have questions about how it functions, I will tell you accordingly. So fate points for tonight, because I've got a feeling you might need them. 7.
Oh, God.
Pete, I believe, used his rolling fate point last session.
Yeah, he did.
He did, so that's now gone. Alex has a floating fate point for just a very spicy take he had in the Discord earlier.
Yes, I saw that.
But I'm going to throw a wrench at the clockwork god. Really? I've always seen you move as a spanner.
Classic wordplay.
And I was like, that's good. But yes, so rolling back into it. Where is my music? Music, I demand you play. So, rolling into it, we'll get rid of that one. We don't need the weather. I want the creepy stuff. Where's all the creepy stuff? So, you. And would help if I unmuted Roll20. That might actually work. So, going over what happened last time, you all had quite a chill time in this little thing here. You spent some time just chatting to each other. Helga and Jericho had a very nice experience during their watch order.
Did we?
I do believe, yeah, you had quite a romantic moment during your watch order, which was quite nice. And just a few things happened, I do believe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought things kicked off before that happened.
No. This was after we
okay.
everything kicked off like right at the very end. So, Miss Jimmy, during your watch order, you were approached by a certain clockwork individual who offered
vividly.
Offered you a deal. Basically, your transformation would be halted if you would hunt down enemies of the clockwork god and help advance the grand plan. You decided to, after a degree of thought, you decided to say, F you and that noise, I'm going to reject your deal. You were warned
that the Clockwork House you rode in on.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were warned that there would be repercussions for this. And then you realized as you got back into the town, the life that was coming from the Taka ceased. And you suddenly fell unconscious. And Rasp, getting a grasp on with a good grasp of what's going on, recognized that you have basically been pulled into the realm of the clockwork god, and basically the same thing that happened in Nikita is now happening to you. So,
just steampunk edition.
Yes, steampunk edition. So Rasp has done the same thing he did with Nikita. It has pulled Nikita and Jericho into Jimmy's mind in an attempt to save him. As this was all kicking off, a big old bandit attack happened. Because amazingly, none of y'all managed to spot this fucker here. He just rolled obscenely high on his stealth roll. So even though Nikita and the Snorks pretty much walked underneath the billboard he was hiding on, they somehow didn't manage to spot him or smell him. Fuck knows how that happened, but apparently he was just, dunked himself in the river to wash his stink off or something. A massive force of bandits is now attacking you and the group. The rest of the survivors of Wolfvale, Smokey, Helga, and the two Snorks have decided to stay out of the dream so that they can basically defend you all. Now, how much time will pass in the real world in comparison to the dream world will be something I will decide as we go. It might be instantaneous, or it won't be a case of, you'll be gone in there hours. A handful of minutes might elapse, or some things may occur on the outside, depending on dice rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to transfer you all over to the first of the dream worlds. As you're pulled into the mind of Jimmy, you feel a sense of dislocation from your body. You are floating in an empty black void, and you suddenly slam onto a cold, almost like sheet metal floor. There are chains and cables surrounding you as you are stood on what look like suspended, like hunks of welded together metal.
It's weird being on this end.
It is.
I find it insulting there's not a lot of clockwork going on here.
Oh, it's coming.
Okay, good.
You are on like the very edge of the of what you need to get through. So yes, you can see as you like surrounding you is a black void with like gently blinking like orange glow lights that seem to come and go. Sometimes they look really close, sometimes they look far away. It's very disorientating. Like all these like chained together platforms seem to rotate around each other in very Euclidean type geometry patterns that just hurt your eyes to look at. Across the way, you see an ornate clockwork door with a lock mechanism in the middle. Around you, all is silent, but for a very faint ticking noise.
Tom's favourite noise.
Yes.
I guess we gotta go over there then.
No time like the present. Let's go.
I can't move my character.
Can you?
Just delete the other rasp because I can move this one.
Oh, okay. Get rid of that one then. Goodbye. Okay. You move along. Nothing seems to react to your presence at all. Cannot perceive anything. You, however, Nikita, notice you feel like your senses feel clouded in a way. Like you become used to your sense of smell, hearing, and sight being like very heightened because of your mutation, and now everything feels like slightly dulled, and the sense of strength you've become used to feels dulled as well, almost as if the connection to your powers is like weakened in this place.
Huh. That's weird.
Yes, it is.
I would probably say something, but be like, oh, just more as information more than I'm fucking worried kind of thing, because she's not worried. She's like, I'm fine.
Yes. Okay. That's fine. If you guys are going to make it over this bit here, you're going to need to make a couple of checks, because these are basically floating rocks. You're going to try and jump your way across.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need. Let's do hard rolls, please. To get across, you're going to need 4 successes each.
There's one.
Yep.
2.
Mm-hmm.
3. Wow.
Very nice. The keys are you hop your way across with only a slight misstep.
Almost
manage.
fall.
You manage to get all the way across.
Rasp will go next.
Okay. 4 successes from Ross.
Oh,
Oh
dear.
god.
It's not a good start.
Jericho will grab her as she nearly falls off.
Mm-hmm.
Focus, woman.
I'm sorry.
My bad. Yep, that's 1 success. That's another one. That's another.
Come on.
And
Yeah.
that's another. There we go. Rasp has a little bit more of a tricky time of it getting across. As Rasp drops down for like after the final jump next to you, Nikita, you notice that she's a little bit out of sorts as well, almost like she's in like a similar situation to you, because she is connected to the maelstrom as well. And being in this place, it seems to be draining on her a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I can sense them out in the real world, you know.
They mostly come out at night. Mostly.
Right.
You'll be fine.
Jericho's going to go, all right, ladies. And he takes a run up and he's going to say, watch this.
It is glorious.
Jericho immediately disappears into the void. Oh. Nice.
One.
Ooh, I'll use my personal fate point for that, I think.
Yeah, that's good. Good call. Yeah.
Nice.
Three.
And the last and final one.
That's
Boing.
4. Excellent. After, you imagine that, was that your second jump? I believe that was your second jump, yeah.
It was.
As you go for your second jump, you realise that you're, like, not quite going to land on it, so you, like, just frantically twist in the air and somehow manage to, like, land on the next one, like, oh, okay, cool.
So are the two of you feeling a little bit, less than 100% at the moment?
Yeah, it's like this place dampens the maelstrom.
Welcome to my world.
You, Jericho, actually feeling... The only ill effects you are feeling is obviously being in the dream world, similar to last time, but because you are not connected to the maelstrom in any real way, you're like your mutation was taken care of in the early stages. You're not feeling the same as them, so your faculties are all with you.
So you just what I'm implying is that they're bringing them down to my level.
Yes. The door is before you. Now, there's no obvious way to open this door. You are going to have to solve a puzzle in order to open it.
Oh God.
There is no way to brute force this door. So Nikita's default to punching it until it behaves is not going to work. So
my magic trick of I open the door.
Yeah. It's like, I open the door, it's locked. I said I opened the door.
Did I fucking stutter?
I'm sorry, inanimate metal object. Giving me lip.
I opened the door, but what about the lock? What about it?
Yeah. Alright, so riddle the first.
God.
Let's see if you can solve it. And begin.
See a girl sitting, but you cannot sit at her place, even if she stands and leaves up.
I think that must be even if she stands up and leaves.
Yeah, it's just worded very strangely.
Where is the girl sitting? See a girl.
If she was inside her house, you couldn't. But then you'd be a pervert, so you know. I can't think of anything else.
As you're thinking about this, Ross taps you on the shoulder and goes, we have a problem, and points behind you. You notice that the area you dropped in on almost looks like it's starting to disintegrate. The metal plates start to peel
so
back and
basically
dissipate.
we've got to get this right before.
Yes. You are on a timer.
I think you might want to use a fate point. Who said that?
Now, Tom.
Brother, there's this, you fucking idiot.
Oh, I think I might know it.
Okay. Go for it.
If she's sitting on your knee, Because then you can't sit on your own knee.
Grim Reaper of Fate. Are they correct? You are correct.
I feel like we should be playing the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire theme in the background.
The exact answer is she sat on your lap, but I will accept knee.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So, the door. There's a door like clockwork folds in on itself, and there's a faint purple mist in the doorway.
Ooh, I like purple.
Jimmy, are you in there?
Do
You
I?
Hey.
hear no response from the other
We're
side.
just gonna have to go in. Boop.
Yeah.
Well,
You walk through the door and feel a familiar transition.
abominations first, Rasp.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Bonk! You once again step out onto cold metal down at the bottom edge of the map there.
I'll move my
Once
character
again,
over.
much like the same, there is another door across the way. This one looks a little bit more ornate, and there are two locks on this one now. Mr. Jimmy,
Fancier door. Where's
Yes.
Rasp?
roll a D100 for me.
Oh, this ought to go very well.
Roll.
Is this good or bad?
Rolled a 97. Okay. Much the same as before.
Hard roll.
You're going to need to make rolls to get across this place. So Keita is going first. Just spinning, pirouetting, and backflipping her way across the chain.
I am in no fucking mood.
So imagine you just kind of size up. It's like, okay, if I jump from here, jump to there, oh fuck it, you just make the jump in one massive leap.
Yeah, just fuck this.
Gravity doesn't exactly work the way it does in the real world. So you as you guys are jumping, you do occasionally find that as you jump, you're sucked onto the underside of one of them, and you jump, and then you're sucked onto the front side up of the next one. So you are just getting pinwheeled as you jump.
Maybe. No, fine. Fuck you then.
Right, who wants to go next?
Do Rasp.
Come on, Ras, focus.
Meh, meh.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yes, Rasp, learning from her previous thing and getting used to the environment, makes it across with
And then I'll
relative
spot
ease.
that Jimmy's Jericho's gone over this way, so I want to be
Just
cheer
give
him
a
on
hand.
as well, just and catch
Yeah.
him if he misses at the end.
Yep.
Oh.
Come on, Jericho. And I'll try and catch him.
If you're going to try and catch him, make another hard roll to catch him. You just about get him, but you just catch the very edge of his fingers as he goes to just plummet downwards.
It's fine, I've got a good grip.
You've got him, but you slam down pretty hard, and you bruise your ribs a little bit. So it's the wind's
that's
knocked out
fine.
of him.
I'm actually still missing an arm, so
Yeah, you're still missing an arm.
a few
You reach out with the right arm.
A few bruised ribs is fine.
Yep, you have made it across.
Wait.
So, see the next door. Now, this is going to have 2 puzzles on it.
I don't like the puzzles.
As you turn to look at the door, and you're like, right, okay, what are the puzzles going to be for this one? You hear behind you sound of grinding and peeling. You notice that what happened in the previous level of this is now starting to happen at a slightly faster rate.
Oh, great.
So, riddle the second. Begin.
Can I guess straight away?
The middle one doesn't have a
Yeah,
shadow.
That's what I was thinking.
You are correct. Ding, 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 ding. Grim Reaper says you are correct. Let's get rid of that one. Riddle the third. Begin. This one's slightly trickier.
Hmm.
The decay of this realm has now fully just taken away the platform you were originally on. It's now starting to eat away at these secondary platforms.
I want. There clearly can't be years because you can't be age 50 when it's only been 13 years. But I'm not sure
Are
what
they
else.
addresses?
Would you like a hint?
This is the thing. Like, we wouldn't really understand the idea of addresses, like postal addresses.
No.
But I don't know.
Like,
Would you like a hint?
Go on.
Burning a fate point for a hint. Think hospital rooms.
Oh, so it is a location.
room number.
Yeah.
Grim Reaper of Fate. Are they correct? Yay!
Yay!
The answer is he was born in room 1933 and died in 1946.
At the age of 50.
Yes, that was a little bit of a trickier one because,
Oh,
like
that.
that one's a little bit of a brain teaser. That one. Okay. Door folds inwards again, and you are once again met with a pale purple mist.
In we go.
Solve the second of the doors.
How many fucking doors is there?
There's a few.
Oh, great.
Let's see. Transition. Wham. Tadoosh.
There's
Oh, he looks nice.
You have noticed as you slam into this next one, the air has become very, very cold and incredibly still. So still that you can hear the very faint grinding of gears that joins the ticking.
great.
Almost as if you're walking deeper into a larger machine. And if you walk yourselves over to the edge of the initial platform that you fall in on, you do notice that something has turned its attention towards you, and you are being watched now.
I don't know about you, but I'm going around this way. I'm not stepping on that hand. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Same as
Sorry, Vex,
before.
2 against 1.
I almost forgot. Tom, you need to make another D100 roll for me, my friend.
I
Okay.
don't like that none of us know the 100 rolls.
It's not too bad.
How
That's
many
all right.
seconds we've got to solve the puzzle?
Oh, you don't know what that's for.
Right, hand rolls 1.
Yep.
2. 3. 4.
You're hogging all the successes there.
She is. Oh,
Fate point.
yeah. That's better.
Oh, God. Ah, Jesus.
Oh my god. I gather both of those were burnt with fate points.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's nothing really else I can do
Yeah.
other than die.
Grasp next.
Thing is, my hard rolls are just a +1.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, your hard rolls are not the best.
To be fair, could you update them? Because
yeah.
you should have leveled up an absolute fuck ton.
Well, I have. My character has leveled up. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
the thing is, Yeah, thing is, you can only update things so far.
Yeah.
But everyone's pretty much maxed out at this point. I think if we ever revisit this, it might be time for like new characters because all of you are maxed out to the fucking
But I
nines.
like Nikki.
Yeah. Oh
I mean,
yeah,
you can-
actually, that's it. The news doesn't get to upgrade his hard.
Yeah, pretty much. And so you have reached the third door. There are 3 locks on this door.
Oh dear.
And even as you land and you start to look at this door and you're like, oh, okay, right, what the fuck now? The sound you are now very familiar with starts to happen at an even faster rate. And you hear a very atonal chuckle that seems to reverberate through the air around you. So,
Oh god, it's fucking Thanos again.
Thanos.
Thanos, you prick.
Now, time is of the essence. To be completely forthright, you have 3 minutes to solve these 3 riddles. Riddle the 4th. Go.
Right. So far away, so she gives me 3. Seven.
Final answer.
What do you think? Like, because it doesn't say that you take the farm rooster's eggs. It just says it lays 5.
I mean,
Although,
it's not very.
Otherwise, it'd just be maths and not a riddle.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're right. It should. It's either
Awkwardly
9.
worded maths.
It's either 9 or 12.
So it says the thief gives me 3.
Yeah, but it doesn't say where they stole it from. I mean, what do you want to say? 9 or 12?
Now 12.
Saying 12.
What?
Reaper, are they right? You are wrong. The door remains locked. Time is still ticking away.
Can we guess again?
Yeah, you can guess again. You can guess as many times as you
I'm
like.
guessing 7.
7. Wrong again.
Really?
9?
9. Wrong again.
Fuck.
Think about the wording. Think about the wording. This is a logic puzzle. Think about the wording.
3.
3 is correct.
That was my initial thought, but I thought I was
Wasn't
going about it the most weird way. And I
Okay,
was just
so
like,
the
no, this
answer is
stupid,
3 because if I had 4
Yeah.
eggs, that's imaginary.
When you said the word in the, I actually saw the if.
Yeah. A thief gives me 3, so then you have the 3. Roosters do not lay eggs.
I didn't even think about that bit.
There we go. Okay. Pausing the timer so I can get the other one up. Bear in mind that the corrosion is now more than halfway to you. Riddle the 5th. And go.
Wait, wait, don't-
Again, this is a word puzzle. Think about the wording.
11?
Grim Reaper of Fate, are they correct? Ding ding!
Nice.
Because its how many letters are in the word, the alphabet. Now, this last one, I'm curious to see if you're going to get this one or not. And
God.
go.
It's not loaded up. There we go.
There you go.
Which teacher is dead?
Mhm.
Let's have a little closer look at these guys.
The corrosion has now reached the platform you are on, is now slowly creeping towards you.
The one eating the sandwich.
Grim Reaper of Fate, are they correct? Yes, they are. Because the one eating, because that's a moldy ass sandwich, so she's probably going to get salmonella or some shit. And door opens, familiar purple mist opens up.
Jumping in.
All of you jump through. Stop timer. Oh, that was close.
How much time do we have left?
You had about 40 seconds left.
That wasn't too bad.
You all drop in on this platform here. Now, this is a very different aspect to what you see. Everything is brown stone. There are one edifice straight in front of you. It seems to be like a platform with like a edifice that's hanging with like chains and hooks coming from it. There's cables hanging from it, and it's empty. There's one just across the way from you, similar in design, that's empty as well. Across the way from you, you see a 20-foot tall clockwork being standing next to a similar edifice in which Jimmy is suspended with the Taka just kind of like hovering in the air above it. Cables and chains and hooks binding the two together. Another D100 from you, Mr. Jimmy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't like that.
7. I need to do math.
Haha.
Where's my calculator? I say I need to do math. I need to get a machine to do math for me.
Computer.
Machine, do my bidding. Oh, that's a lot. That is a lot.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Are you adding up those numbers?
I am indeed.
Oh, well, that's easy enough.
Yes, but I'm dyslexic and my math is terrible, so shh.
Don't antagonise the GM, please.
Smash cut into Mr. Jimmy.
Yes.
You are in a state of constant ticking and constant pain. You have no idea where you are or even how long you've been there. It could be 5 minutes, it could be 5,000 years. Your will is being stretched and fractured to the point where you can barely stand it. The best estimate you could possibly give to how long you've been going through this, 559 years of this. I would like...
I've been falling for 30 minutes.
It's worse than that. You are constantly being remade and disassembled in
Jesus.
unimaginably painful ways. Each way is unique and more painful than the last. Every time you think that you've undergone every horror you can, one more is imagined from the mind of the Clockwork God. Every time you are disassembled, you are presented with a choice again. Become an agent of the Clockwork God or continue in your obstinance and disobedience. Your mind has succeeded thus far, but you are on the very edge of madness.
So I've had 414 or 49 years of saying different fuck you in however many different ways. Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
It's 559. You have been going through this for a while. And after the 559th time, you suddenly start to get a feeling of your body back. And you, like your gummed up eyes kind of like open, but there's like a clicking and like everything's fuzzy for a moment as your eyesight like shifts and like refocuses, almost like it's like those like optician things that like flick between different like focuses and different lenses.
Jesus.
It's like,
Oh, Jesus.
and you look down at your body, and while most of your chest and your waist is still human, a large part of your upper left hand, like kind of chest area, is completely biomechanical. Your left arm now completely like mechanical. Your right arm completely mechanical, like completely clockwork. Both your legs completely clockwork, but they're like reworked to the point where you know those like those things that during the Paralympics where people who haven't got like you know anything beyond like the lower leg, they've got those like spring type things. a clockwork mechanism of that with like
It's that
tension
bitch
cables.
from the Golden Circle, not the Golden Circle, Kingsman.
Kingsman, yes, sort of like that,
The
but a lot
first
more
Kingsman.
like cyberpunk. And you can feel like a huge, heavy presence above you, and a gentle breathing, and you realize that the attacker is like suspended above you, but it's it's almost like it's asleep, and you kind of like in an epic show of like just will and strength, you manage to like just kind of like roll your head over so you're looking to the right, and you see like the guy I'm calling the emissary standing next to you. It looks similar to the thing that approached you in the waking world, but it's bigger. It's more like the internals of it is a lot more like complicated and a lot more intricate, almost as like it's standing in its own realm, so it's reveling in the fact that it can make itself whatever it wants. And in a very arrogant voice, it says, "It appears we have company. Welcome, friends, to the realm of the Clockwork God. I'm sorry to say, it might be too late to save your friend." And
Can you speak up, please?
What?
He gently reaches out a hand and just like kind of places it on like Jimmy's head, and just kind of like clicks his fingers on the top of your head like. And
That's very annoying. Stop it.
When you expect to hear like just like
mind?
tapping on flesh, it's very much the tapping of metal on metal.
Bong.
He belongs to us now.
Like,
The fuck I do?
the fuck he does.
No,
Sorry.
I don't.
Sorry we're late, Jimmy. We would have come earlier, but you weren't in danger then.
For the rest of you, as you look at Jimmy, you like you see his transformation, but you notice like the still flesh parts of him look emaciated as fuck. Like his skin is like sallow and shrunken. It looks like the flesh of someone who's on the verge, on the very verge of death, of dehydration, and starvation.
I don't suppose any of you bought some water, did you?
This is in your head, you doofus.
Well, where else would it be?
Can you imagine yourself some water?
Can you imagine yourself some water?
Can I imagine myself some water?
It's a chuckle from the emissaries. Yeah, you all perceive this to be inside his own head. How little you all understand of the great game. You're not in his head. You're in the maelstrom now. In our world, in the world of the things that live beyond your pathetic, meaty little world.
Maelstrom, you say?
Oh, in that case, I should not be here. I'm going to leave.
No, but he kind of goes, I know what you're thinking. That one was touched by the devourer. That won't work here. This is the realm of our father, the clockwork god, the architect.
Is that saying that my rage won't work?
Oh, you could always try. Who knows what might happen? You might get lucky, but I wouldn't bet on it. Our father is not one to lose a gamble.
Can we approach in any way? How do we get towards?
Fuck that, I'm jumping down.
I mean, he's not being overly threatening. If anything, he's like, you get this. Do a sharp roll for me. See if you can get a sense of what this guy is. You can't, because this is such like an otherworldly creature. It's very difficult to get. You can't read body language or like a facial expression out of him.
I feel like the gifts I've been sending is pretty much on point of what he's like.
But you get the sense that like it's almost like he's tolerating you. Like you are like small, angry children to him. That he's just like, how adorable. Nikita, you get the sense that this is an incredibly powerful being, and you are in his playground right now. Like, you are the equivalent of a rabbit with an attitude problem trying to fight a grizzly bear.
It's never stopped me before.
Yeah. Not that that would matter to Nikita, but yeah. Let's see. I'm going to say Rasp picks up on the fact that this thing is incredibly powerful as well, and she will impart to the rest of the party that, this is probably not something we should mess with.
Yeah, well, we need to get Jimmy, so tough shit.
Look, I just don't think we're going to be able to fight him.
Okay, I'll fight him, and you guys get Jimmy. I can be annoying enough to be a distraction.
I can be irritating.
I mean,
So I think you misunderestimate our ability to irritate the ever-loving shit out of people. Misunderestimate.
I'm going to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Rasp and Nikita, just let's go up and just talk first, and if it comes to jumping in some kind of deity almost, we'll get to that.
Fine, we'll try the talking.
Listen, but Jimmy's going to turn to the clockwork prick and just be like, look, if you're going to irritate me with my friends trying to do this thing, could you have been a bit more imaginative?
Fuck's
If
sake.
you're going to do the torture thing, can we just try better?
Jimmy, you try to speak, but all that comes out of your mouth is like...
See, Jimmy agrees.
So basically I sound like dial-up.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just going to, as much as I can, I'm going to lean over as far as and just scream in his face. I have no mouth, but I must scream.
As you open your mouth, he doesn't even turn to look at you. He just kind of clicks his fingers and your jaw clamps shut. Now, let's not be rude.
Why can't he speak? Who are you?
He goes, how rude of me. I am the emissary.
Ooh,
Child,
that's a boring name.
The child of the clockwork god. I am I suppose you could call me. What is the closest in your meaty vernacular I could bring down to?
Village idiot.
A bitch.
That wasn't in character.
I am a construct that has been made in order to interact with you small-minded bags, so that I might bring you all into the warm embrace of our clockwork father.
Sorry, when I think of warm embrace, I don't think of fucking clockwork shit.
But you misunderstand. All is chaos, violence, destruction out there. But under the embrace and through the plan of the clockwork god, all will be ordered. All will be fair. All cogs in the machine turn.
Looks like it gestures to Jimmy.
We're not against a bit of order in life, but what's that got to do with him and his dump truck?
He has been blessed with our father's gift. He may have trouble communicating for now, possibly because he's being very rude, gives Jimmy a flick in the noggin, but he is also getting used to his new form.
Look, we've only known Jimmy a short time. It seems longer, but we've only known him a short time. But I don't think he wants this.
I never wanted the thing to begin with.
He was given a choice. He decided to reject the gift.
Before all of that.
He will learn to embrace his new. He will learn to embrace his new role, as all of us do. I fought against it myself when I was back about a bag of meat. But now I have realized the greater truth and been welcomed into the machine. Yet another cog to add to the design.
So, you're saying he's got no choice in this?
unless something extremely unpredictable happens. He is ours now. He is almost close to seeing the light, close to seeing the gloriousness of the Grand Plan.
I'm so tempted to just like suddenly rage and just go through him because I'm sick of his talking, but I don't know if I rage is because something bad's gonna happen to everyone else.
You need to stop this.
How overt is Nikita being about her intentions?
I
Oh,
mean,
fuck you up.
I mean she's pretty determined.
His like the big like fishbowl thing that is his head is like kind of like just slowly rotates to you. Like, I sense you are a very aggressive individual, that one touched by the devourer. And his head kind of tilts, and you hear like a lot of like clicking and whirring from inside like the bowl. Ah, I see. No, we will not be having any of that. A bunch of cables and chains suddenly shoot out of the floor, wrap around your legs, pulling you to your knees, up around your arms, wrapping them around your chest, and like up around your back and your head, to the point where you are locked in. You cannot fucking move.
Well, that's just gonna piss her off even more.
You like to rage.
I would later. Well, I don't really have a choice now.
Rage, fucking rage.
Rage. Okay. You go for your rage. You reach deep within yourself. You do your rage. But it stops.
The fuck's sake.
And you just hear him laugh. Did you really think that would work here? You draw power from the Devourer's realm. Not here. He is all closed off from here, off of his own chaotically, disgustingly meaty and organic realm. Here, that does not work. Now, turns to the rest of you. You there, void touched. You will remain where you are and will not move. The void is not welcome here either.
Can Rasp attempt to sniff the air?
Yes, of course you can.
Cool. I would like to ask a question.
Okay.
Who here is most afraid? Oh, no, go on. No, I was almost going to change my question, but you already answered it.
You get a sense of fear coming from the Taka Taka.
Rasp will say...
Something quirky.
Fucking strange.
Just fine, but Jimmy's not going to do what you want, even if you do transform him. And that big
Jimmy's
metal
gonna
beast,
nod in agreement.
he's going to pound you into oblivion if he ever gets the chance.
I'm just going to lock eyes with the emissary and just nod very slowly.
The emissary looks at Jimmy, looks up at the Taka Taka, extends out a hand, and just gently touches the Taka Taka on an arm, and the Taka Taka screams an atonal, mechanical screech of pain. Jimmy, you feel it as well, and like you manage to like break the hold it has over your jaw. Your jaw falls open, and you match the atonal scream if it's happening to both of you. And after a couple of seconds of this, the emissary takes its finger away and goes, I think not. I have full control over the familiar and the host. They are not a threat to me. None of you are here, in actual fact. So here we reach a conundrum. You have managed to solve the riddles, solve the puzzles to get here, and have entertained my father enough to have this audience. If you had angered him or annoyed him in any way, I would have simply destroyed you the very second you walked through the third door.
So you're not in charge here.
No, he a basic bitch.
That's fucking obvious.
I never claimed to be in charge. I am an emissary, a messenger, just a mere
Basic
cog
bitch.
in the machine.
I'm going to
Basic
ask you
bitch.
one simple question. I want to speak to your manager.
That's not a question.
Do you want a bit of snowball?
Can I speak to your manager?
There we go.
Cannot speak to your man. I mean, is that a serious inquiry? Do you want to talk
Well,
to the boss?
he's like, you are not listening to us. I want to go straight to the top.
I don't know if you're just too stupid or just not smart enough to get this, but we're going to find.
Even though
who's in
this
charge,
thing
yeah.
doesn't really have a face, you get the sense of like a raised eyebrow. And it's like, I'm sorry, fucking what now? He goes, very well. If you
This is the
think-
first.
If you think you have the mental capacity to even perceive such a being, have at it. He turns and gestures behind him to like the big old clock, and your gaze is drawn up the clock, up to this clock face here. And
If only
you
I
start
could
to
read analog.
You start to stare into it, and
Is it going faster and faster?
no. You perceive the clockwork god one more time, and your mind is filled with just eternal screeching, clicking, like Morse code, like just fucked up radio waves, static of a TV. You are bombarded with so many signals it threatens to break your very mind. I need you to roll a weird roll for me, and you better hope you roll high. No, Jericho.
Oh,
needs to
that's
roll
the wrong
roll.
one. Sorry, hold on. I'm on the wrong screen. Exactly the same.
Ooh. You are immediately kicked back into your own body. You are bleeding from the nose, the ears, and your tear ducts as you just drop to your knees, holding your head. As the emissary goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Was that too much for your mortal mind? Now maybe we can come to a deal. I gave your friend here a deal which he rejected in a, quite frankly, offensive way. Now, you want
Don't-
him back. We will need something in return."
Well, don't confuse the blood coming out of my ears for the fact I'm not listening.
I'd just like to say, ow!
Come on. We're ready to bargain, Dormammu.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain. He gestures in front of him, and like a table, like sort of like just goes, and a chair for him appears, a chair for you appears, and he sits down at the table. Like your chair is like human proportion, the table is human proportion, but his chair. Actually, no, I'm gonna do it a different way. As he walks towards the table, his form like shrinks down, like folds in on itself, like until he's about the same size as you.
He's little. We can take him.
Take his kidneys.
Yes, the maelstrom being that has proved that it can just wrap up Nikita like a bow. Yeah, let's fight him.
We're a team. Where are the chairs for my friends?
He summons up another chair for Rasp, but then says, The other one can stay where she is.
While she's still fighting to try and get out the fucking things.
Do an attack roll for me. Let's see if you can break out.
Cool.
Or at least attempt to break out. Oh, not a chance.
Fuck.
You you strain, you feel the cables and the chains start to give way. You're like, oh yeah, I'm making progress, and then like 3 more cables and 3 more chains wrap around you, and like reinforce it. Like,
It's just pissing her off at this point.
You're only making me angry.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to do something soon. Don't you worry. Jimmy, back in your head, you get the familiar feeling of like the tack back in your brain. Like it's been gone for a while, but you feel it start to like creep back in, and it almost feels like a wounded dog. Like it's giving that.
Oh,
sense.
my baby!
It's scared, but you're not entirely sure why. Do a weird roll for me.
Alrighty, rude.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to improve my weird stat after this. May I have a reroll, please?
Yes, you can have a reroll. That's better. It's still it's still a bit difficult to like interpret the feelings coming from the Taka because it's not really something you've explored before. But you start to get a sense of what you've gone through in this realm and what Taka is itself. It's almost like if what the emissary is going on about your final conversion happens, the Taka will cease to be. Yeah, you will essentially merge together, but because you are the dominant consciousness, you will override it. And because it's been outside in the world and it's gotten to know you, and through your feelings for everyone else, because of the actions it has taken throughout the course of the campaign, it doesn't want to go. It considers everyone else, if not friends, at least like almost like a pack mentality it's got.
Aww.
Yeah.
And it doesn't want to go. It doesn't want to leave. But
it's the last thing I want.
It also knows that existing like you have been probably isn't going to go well, because it is a construct of the Maelstrom. It is essentially another child of the Clockwork God, and it does have a dim awareness of what happens during a conversion, how a conversion starts, and its purpose. So it knows that staying like this probably isn't going to be good for either of you, but it also doesn't want to like go away.
I don't want it to go away. We're going to make it work. We're going to get out. We're going to drive off into the sunset and have a happy old time.
Make a weird roll for me.
I'm not going to let anything happen to you.
Again, communication with it is a little bit difficult, but you do get like a warm feeling in your chest of like acceptance. And I'm going to roll with dice. I'm going to use a fate point, but I'm going to use it for a benefit. Ooh. Like, as you're doing this, like you're having to like close your eyes and really concentrate into communicating with it. But as you like open your eyes, you notice like the claws of the Taka that like are draped around you. Because this thing is like, just towering over you, and it's like huge arms like draped down like around the like rotating gyrosphere you're in. Like you do notice one of the claws like twitches and just slowly starts to move over to a couple of the cables that are like securing you into this thing.
I'm thinking positive affirmations.
It snips one, it snips another, and it starts to gently cut away at the cables holding you in.
Slow and easy. We're doing great. We're doing fantastic.
Does the emissary notice?
Jericho, distract him.
Well, no. I would.
The emissary is having far too much fun fucking with all of you.
Does Jericho notice this?
Do a sharp roll for me.
I'm reasonably sharp.
Oh, you notice, yeah.
So could you enrapture him as being the host, the radio host?
So, one thing I might roll is reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Does the Clockwork God or anyone like that know anything
Listen
about
to
me?
radio.
You know what?
Are you a fan of the wireless?
I'm going to have a think about that, and I'm going to go for a quick cigarette so I can phrase it properly. So the rest of you, I don't know, have a chat. I will be back in a minute.
I don't chat currently. All I feel is rage.
Just comes back with a big no.
He's going to secretly record and just audio splice it and just have a big no echoed in the background. I'm sorry, who are you?
It's the noise from Family Fortunes. The
Oh god, just communicating in this. It's just like the Clockwork God is actually just like a barely sentient game show host, VI or some nonsense, wasn't it? That got corrupted by the maelstrom.
Well, I think I'm going to try and distract him until you're free, but then I have no idea what we're going to do.
I'm gonna break out. I'm
Punch him
gonna
in the
punch
face.
him in the face.
But until you break out, I'll tell him stories. I don't know.
Talk about the deal he's on about.
I mean, we could try to negotiate our way out. Basically, we could say what we want is a situation where Jimmy is free of you, or at least not being taken over by you, and we want the Taka back and its own thing. What do we need to offer for that to be the case?
As follows.
I still think she should be allowed to talk, but if Jericho's to ask that, he might turn around and sort of say, "Yeah, maybe I should let him." Oh my God, what's going on?
And to be fair, the only thing Jimmy's gonna shout at it is profanity. So.
It's pretty much that scene when Peter Griffin falls down the stairs, just explicit, utter explicit, utter explicit.
Yeah.
Just pulled off one of the arms of the gyrosphere and just beating him with it.
Oh dear.
I am the wrench.
I could just picture like you just taking off one of your arms and throwing it at him.
I'll beat him to death with my own arm.
I would say the bloody end,
wrench
but
and just
with
start
the oily end.
dismantling him.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to be able to affect what happens here.
There's always a way through. Riley, what are you doing?
That is exactly how it's going to go down.
The ticking. It's like, well, it's like Resident Evil or one of them when you're just in one of the rooms and it's just that constant ticking, and then something jumps out at you. A dining room.
It's part where you'd find all health and ammo refills.
Oh God. So I've been playing the remake on normal mode, not even hardcore, and I've just reached a point at the castle where I've just got no ammo. I've got nothing.
Oh Jesus.
So like, I've literally got to a boss fight, and I've got a knife and a couple of rifle shots. I was like, well, this is gonna go well.
Right, I'm back.
I'm back.
Right. Okay, so back. What is everyone's plan? Carry on. Let's go.
Well, Jericho was going to ask. I know you're more clockwork, but do you ever pick up the order of the digital? You know, the broadcasting, radio waves, things like that. Is that part of your domain?
Hang on. Yes, your little broadcasts. We have picked those up before. We know of you, Mr. Jericho Airwaves.
But what do you want?
Hang on, let me see if I can find something really quick. Might have to be on my phone. Let's see. Pretty sure I still have that. Yeah, there it is. Like it said, like tilt to the side, and you hear it clicking. And come on, phone. Why just you randomly connect to my fucking earbuds, you piece of shit? Stop doing that.
Oh, sorry. You know they say that no news is good news, but I think my program would be awfully dull if that was the case. Boy,
Don't you hate the sound of your own voice?
Fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next. You know, sometimes...
We have definitely picked up your broadcast. But as to what I want, doesn't really matter what I want. What matters is what is applicable to the great plan. Your friend here is a valuable tool. Back.
I've always said so.
You'll want something valuable back in return. What can you offer us?
I'll be honest, we're entering into negotiations blind. I have no idea what your end game is.
Our end game is, well, this. He spreads his hands, and sort of like behind him, in like where the clock tower is, like everything around it just like shifts, and you see the wasteland as it is. There's like it snaps between like Cold Corpse, Jacobacca's Place, the river passing, the other place we visited before. I can't remember the fucking name
Factory.
of Factory. That's the one. Back to Wolfvale, the now fucking crater that was the Night Stalker's headquarters, and it pans out to like an overview of the wasteland, and like a sort of like creeping, like clockwork thing happens to where everything is now just sheet metal clockwork, and it like kind of snaps between like clockwork people working at things all in unison. Everything's automated. Everything is perfect. Everything's orderly. Everything is calm. There's no chaos, no fighting, nothing. And above it all is a clockwork god sat there, reveling in the bliss of a perfectly ordered world. And then it snaps back to what it is, to what it was before. That is the vision. A world bereft of chaos, bereft of fighting, bereft of pain and sorrow and suffering. Do you
I
not
am suffering.
Do you not have things that you are sorry for, Jericho? Is there not things that you regret? Do you not wish that they had never happened in the first place? With the
No.
architect's goal, that could all be avoided.
It sounds really boring.
Is pain boring? Is suffering boring?
No.
But why would you wish suffering upon the likes of these? He gestures to his left-hand side, and you see like clockwork facsimiles of the children that run around Cold Courts, the children you save from Wolfvale. And you see them suddenly shrink in fear, like body parts start to drop off and they scream in terror and they just disassemble into piles of springs, cogs, and wires. That is the fate of all organic things. To be born, to strive, to suffer, and inevitably die.
That's called life, you stupid metal fuck.
She has a point. I mean, machines are not immune to entropy. The terrible destruction, the wasteland is a complete testimony to that. You're not going to convince me that you're going to make an entire clockwork world. It's impossible, and the other forces of the Maelstrom won't allow you to do it. What you need to do is strike a balance.
Which, by definition, is order.
You speak of balance, but don't know what you speak of. You speak of the other powers and the Maelstrom, but you barely understand any of them. He gestures towards Nikita. She is touched by the Devourer. He represents chaos and organic assimilation of everything. But what he represents is death, unending death, without purpose, without reason. Gestures towards Rasp, and even you, touched by the void. And the void is the worst of them all. The void does not care about order. It does not even have a goal. It only embraces chaos for chaos' sake, pain for pain's sake. It is possibly the worst of all of us.
You're all as bad as each fucking other.
You understand nothing.
Oh, don't I?
Well, I'm rubber, you're glue.
We might be small, but you know, we live more than you ever will.
You know nothing of me. I lived a full life in your meat world before I became this. My old flesh self had a family. I had a wife. I had children. But it sort of like kind of leans forward with like its elbows on the table, like kind of like pyramiding its hands before it. And you want to know what happened? Do you want to know what happened to my family?
Tell me something very, very intimate and ultimately that gets your entire attention.
Yes.
Tell me a story, Clockwork
That's what I
Man.
mean. They were killed by random bandits. We did nothing to them. We did nothing to invite their attention. They just came across us, decided that we needed to die. They killed my children and my wife in front of me. Purely because I did not have anything to give them. They demanded money. They demanded resources. I didn't have anything to give them. But they killed them anyway. And then, just when they're about to kill me, I felt the touch of the architect. He allowed me to get revenge, as it were, on those that hurt my family. And I saw the true path, that the world is entropy and chaos and unfettered violence. But to be a cog in a greater machine, is to know true peace.
So what about the people you're forcibly converting, you're torturing, just like those bandits did to your family, you stupid metal bastard?
Sometimes progress necessitates evil.
So, in other words, that's a stupid fucking cop-out excuse for you to torture innocent people. Go fuck yourself.
Your world doesn't sound like progress. It sounds like stagnation.
You have his full attention. That's very good. Let's see.
Can I try and get out these fucking things again?
1 second. God damn. Attacker is on it.
That's my boy.
Jimmy, you feel that your right leg, you can now move a little bit. And now the attacker is now starting to get like a little bit more bold. And it's now starting on like loosening your left leg as well.
Okay, I'm not going to move too much because I don't want to draw attention.
It's getting there.
I think between Jericho's logic and Nikita's profanity shouting at him, I think his attention's pretty locked.
You are.
What do you imagine the emissary turning around for a second, just Nikita shouting, look at me when I'm fucking shouting at you.
You are.
And Jericho's like, agree with me when I'm talking to you.
Yeah, you are all starting to get like an unexpectedly like emotional reaction at this thing. Like it was going into this argument expecting to play with you for a little while, like just to
Oh, how the
manipulate you,
tables have turned.
but you are like countering it, and you are making you realize like actually I might be on the wrong side of things. Nikita, you were going to try and break out, correct? Make a weird roll for me. Tasty. You are starting to get very, very angry with this whole situation. And you go to let out a roar. Like just a pure roar of frustration building up from within you. And you feel a trickle of your power start to come back.
Ooh.
Just a very slight trickle. Almost as if a hand is being reached out towards you.
Interesting.
Are you going to take the hand?
Sure, fuck it, why not?
You take the hand and you suddenly feel like all of your power start to rush back. And it is fucking shocking. It's like someone's like taken 2 big syringes of adrenaline and just pumped it straight to your fucking neck.
Nice.
Like you bust out of the chains, you bust out of the cables. And as that happens, over here, you see a tear happen in the fabric of reality. You see a giant claw about the size of, all of you, suddenly just poke out of the world and just gently open a rift. The rift opens and you see something walk out of this rift. Where are you? I should really have had that.
Oh god, we started a turf war.
You see a familiar figure walk out of this portal.
Please be a nice figure. Please be someone like...
Walks out and goes,
Is that the fucking shaman?
"My queen,
Oh,
Who is
well,
that?
that's not the
you have
shaman.
called, and we have answered." This new figure, which looks like one of the higher up snorks, sort of like the king under the mountain, it reminds you of. And he turns to the Clockwork emissary and goes, "It seems you have miscalculated, old friend." The emissary jumps out from the table and goes, "How did you know? You cannot be here."
Oh, you always were too arrogant for your own good.
He turns towards Nikita and goes,
So, shall we assist the queen? I think we shall.
he turns back towards the portal and goes,
Oh boy.
Get them, boys.
Out of this portal floods dozens of snorks, all with a weird, like, ethereal glow to them that matches Nikita's mutations. And Nikita, your mutations, like, all over you, suddenly burn with a fierce light.
Okay, I am gonna quickly say just before, in case anything suddenly happens, I don't want them to. I'm gonna instruct them to not attack him yet.
Hold.
Okay.
Yeah, just and then
So
carry on.
as he seems to come flooding out, and they get ready to basically jump the emissary, you just do the thing that you've been doing with the snorks, like no, and they just immediately fall back, but they're still surrounding him, and they're like pouring at the ground.
It appears our queen is merciful. I suggest you let that one go. Otherwise, things might get a little hairy.
Was that at me?
No, that was at the emissary.
All right.
The emissary just kind of like takes a few steps back, and he's going to revert back to his original form. Because he's a big bastard. You dare walk in here and demand things of me, the architect?
Oh, of course I do. Because she is touched, and she is our queen. She is a higher rank than you, I believe, little emissary.
I'm just grinning at this
Ciao,
point.
thank you.
I'm just smirking.
You have no right to come here and demand things. Leave now, or the Clockwork God will smite you all down.
We're going nowhere until you give us Jimmy back and the tack attacker.
And you need to heal Jimmy.
Jimmy,
Yes.
the Taka suddenly rears up and just basically brings both hands down on just the thing that's holding you and just smashes it into pieces. Grabs you and moves over here, just like dragging you out of the way.
I imagine him carrying me like King Kong.
Yeah. And it turns toward the emissary and gives like a massive atonal roar. Like, and the hunter, the dude who came out the portal just looks at the emissary and goes,
It seems you can't even control your own pets. We always knew you were weak. You fail to understand. While you go for order, chaos and organic feelings always overrule. And now, I think it's time to take our leave.
he turns to Nikita.
Hunter Queen, the decision is yours. Deal with the emissary, or take your leave.
Oh, why does that have to be my choice? I want Jimmy out first.
Oh, he shall leave with you.
And in fact, the dude here goes over to Jimmy.
That's a massive progression, but I believe we can do something about that.
The emissary goes to like grab this dude, and he just basically like turns a hand behind him and catches the blow in one hand.
I do not think so, big boy.
And turns his hand, and you see the emissary's arm just spin about 360 degrees and start to like fracture, and like cogs and springs spill out of the arm, and the emissary just kind of like backs away, like shielding its arm.
I thought so.
In the devourer emissary looks past Jimmy to the tack attackers.
Oh, you are hurting, aren't you? Shh. Quiet, large creature. Quiet, loyal hound. Protect your master and get him to safety.
And the Takataka kind of like leans down towards the Devourer Emissary. The Devourer Emissary reaches up with his right hand and just gently caresses like the front of its faceplate. And you see like a small sigil appear on its forehead.
Ooh.
And it grabs Jimmy and sort of like folds in on itself. And it goes into like the side of like a refrigerator, and then snaps out of existence.
While this is happening, I've literally got my middle finger extended to the emissary. Peace, I'm out.
Yep, Jimmy and now gone. You feel like all of you left feel like the ground underneath you quake and start to like fracture underneath you. And Devour MC goes,
I think we've outstayed our welcome.
Daddy's very angry.
other emissary, you do not know what you have done. You've crossed the architect. You do not know what will happen now.
I'm gonna walk right up to the clockwork one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you come after Jimmy again. Next time I will kill you.
It's undaunted by your threat, and it simply just bends at the joint 90 degrees, so it's like level with your face.
There will be a reckoning, Hunter Queen.
Come
You
again?
are now known to us. Goodbye.
It snaps out of existence,
Chicken. Right.
and as the world starts to like just come apart and dissipate around you, the Devourer kind of like passes all of you and goes,
Well, I believe we've outstayed our welcome. Queen, I bid you good day.
and it walks back through the portal and disappears.
So now we've just got to get out.
Yep, and that's all up to Rask. Rask goes, well, I guess we should leave, and just breaks the connection.
Just boop.
Yep, because that's entirely a thing Rask can do. She can just break the connection at any time she wishes.
Yep.
And you snap back. Where in the fuck is that map?
It's hiding. You have to find me, Daddy.
Where's my fucking map? It is actually legitimately hiding. What the fuck is that thing? Jesus Christ. Oh, there it is. Boom. Yep, you snap back into this world. And as you all come to your senses, there is a colossal fight going on.
Good, I can take my anger out on something now.
Oh, good. Time for murder.
As you snap back into the world, you see Jimmy, like in his new clockwork form, just laid out at your feet. There's fighting going on all over the place. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's see. All of these guys are now just right up here. These guys up here. Oh, there's pot shots being taken, like just gunshots going off all over the fucking place.
Right, well, first things first, get Jimmy to safety, and we'll put him in the back of the Taka-Taka.
How robot am I right now?
You are
Oh,
almost two. You are like a good 2/3 robot. You have
Okay,
been-
I'm just.
Yeah, you have been significantly changed by this experience.
Is Jimmy unconscious, or is he conscious?
He's slowly coming back to consciousness. He's very groggy.
Okay, well, I'm going to pick him up and put him in the back of the Taka-Taka.
You put him in the back of the Taka-Taka, but the Taka-Taka is suddenly roared back to life. Like the engine's revving, like this thing is pissed. As Jimmy comes back to consciousness, you are very groggy. You're being dragged into the back of the Taka-Taka, but you get the feeling from the Taka-Taka that this thing is pissed and it wants to protect you. Jericho, you wake up Helga is like stood over you with her sword, pretty much waiting for you to come back to consciousness.
How long has it been?
It's been.
What year is it?
Where am I? What place is this?
It's only been about 5 minutes, so not a lot has happened. Luckily. Let's see what is going to happen. You hear like a massive gunfire like hit this building here. They're going after the children. A bunch of like fuckers are just flooding into like this particular aspect here. You see Smokey just battering people aside, like trying to like fuck them off. And out of the corner of your ear, as all of you are coming back into consciousness, you hear,
"You get the fuck away from my people, you little fuckers! How about you, you fuckers?"
There's the shaman.
and the side of this building here just blows out in like a massive maelstrom energy, and you see the shaman walk out like,
"Fuck you!"
and there's like a huge blast of maelstrom energy comes out of his staff. That dude dies. That dude dies. That dude dies. That dude dies. And like,
See, I've got you.
his chest suddenly blows out,
Ah,
and he just goes,
Oh, well, that's not good.
and slumps to the
Well,
floor.
that's less than ideal.
And you hear Smokey go, Jericho! Not Jericho, Jakarta! No! He goes running over and just like cradles the dude's body. And as the dude slowly slips away, you see like both his hands come up, like grab the side of Smokey's head, pulls him down, and starts to whisper in his ear.
Remember.
Who you?
None of you hear what is said. But as the hands fall away and the dude dies in Smokey's arms, Smokey sat there for a moment, throws his head back, and roars. There's a huge guttural roar of loss and emotion. And several things happen at once.
God.
A bunch of these dudes try to swarm Smokey. This thing and this thing just come running up, just ready to bowl everyone over. And I need to find the right picture for these things that are about to appear. Where are they? You hear several like, and out of the shadows, several beasts appear. Two of them appear. What the fuck are they? Damn it. Well, if you can imagine what a displacer beast looked like, a displacer beast appears on this side and just barrel over these things, grabbing them by the necks, tearing the throats out, and both of them die. And
Damn.
surround Smokey as if they're standing in defense of him.
Nice.
And both Rasp and Nikita recognize what these things are. They are the beasts that live under the tack
Yes.
tacker,
Under the tap
under the meat hook.
Yes.
They are. They are the things that people get fed to when they break the rules. There were originally 3 of them, but one of them died during the attack on Cold Corpse. They both surround Smokey, and they are pissed. Smokey stands up and just like pets them both, and he throws out a hand to his side, clenching his fist. And out of nowhere, in a flash of like dark green energy, a massive battle axe appears in his hand.
Oh, god damn.
And Helga stood there in, like, just stood over Jericho, and like her blade kind of like falls to the side a little bit. She's like, "Father?" As Smokey just charges forward into these guys. One of the displacer beasts goes for this guy. Displacer beast goes for this guy. These dudes immediately fall in behind Smokey. Like, holy shit, our chief's back. Let's fucking get these fuckers. This guy tries to go for a shot at one of guards with a heavy assault rifle. Amazingly, he fucking misses. The guard somehow manages to dodge the light machine gun fire, dodges around, comes up underneath this dude's guard, rams his spear up into the stomach, up through the rib cage, and like out the back of the neck of this guy, lets it go, grabs the light machine gun, and starts to use it.
Nice.
See, so you're dead. You can go away now. So yes, everyone's in combat. What are people doing?
Raging.
I think Nikita would like to go first.
Raging.
Nikita, you notice something interesting.
I do.
Your snorks are no longer there.
Okay.
Standing in their places are two flayers.
Ooh.
Oh, they've grown up.
Yes. Standing in front of you, your baby snork is now just a gigantic flare. In fact, if Jericho notices, the knife that he gave that original snork has like sort of like grown and mutated into its arm.
Oh,
And they are
nice.
stood there awaiting your command. And they are less they're still fucking monsters, but they are less monstrous than the flayers you've seen before. They look more humanoid, they look more human. They're like taking like affect from you. Because this is an evolutionary thing. So yes, your snorks are now flayers.
Nice.
They are awaiting your command.
Defend. Obviously, I'll tell them to defend the people.
Both of them give you a nod and just fucking run over here. Boof, 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 boof. This dude gets immediately fucked up. The flare just comes running up and just like slices the guy clean in half with an arm blade. And they stand just go.
So I'm guessing the villagers by now will understand that they're mine and they're not going to hurt them.
I mean, they're pretty freaked out, but like, they're just fuck it. They seem to be defending us. Just we'll hide.
Roll with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still your go, Nikita. You can do
Okay.
more things.
Well, am I still raging from inside Jimmy's mind?
It has carried over, yes.
Oh, okay, awesome. I'm gonna just run up and I'm just gonna start twatting the fuck out of everything in range.
Go for it.
What bonus do I get now?
For your ultimate rage, you get your normal bonus plus 1.
I don't know what my normal What's my normal bonus?
It's plus 2, I believe.
Some.
So you get a plus 3. Yeah. Yeah, just fucking you mulch that guy. He's dead. If you're doing, are you doing a focused attack or are you just like sweeping?
I'm just sweeping at this point.
Right. That dude gets mulched as well. Okay, who wants to go next?
Fucking play down.
What's Jimmy doing?
Right now, getting up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I put him in the back of
Then-
the tacker while there was gunfire going off while he pulls himself together.
Jericho would turn to Rasp and say, I think this calls for our suit. And both of them will run into the tacker and change into their suits.
Okay,
I will
that
be
will
right
take you a
back
full
real
action
quick.
to do. That-
Exactly.
Right, I won't be long.
Okay. Jimmy, what are you doing?
I'm upset, and I want to do something to alleviate my upsetness.
I am displeased.
Right, I'm upset now. Can I put on my suit?
You can. You can put your suit on.
So yeah, obviously I'll be putting, and I'm just sitting there going, you know what? No. Get up, and I'm going to put on my suit and pick up my gun.
Mm-hmm. You put your suit on. Let's do the sound effect, shall we?
Yes, love it.
Protective system for use in hazardous environment conditions.
Well, it's not any more hazardous. Can't get any more hazardous than this, love. See, it's literally as soon as Jimmy, Jericho, and Rasp get to the back, the door flung opens, and there I am. Pacific Rim music playing in the background. I'm just going to jump out.
Nice. As you put the suit on, you know it takes very little time for you to get acclimatized to it. It is almost a second skin, and you notice that as you put it on, it goes from being like a solid metal exoskeleton to like it's almost like your clockwork thing is like infecting it, and it starts to become like a more steampunk like type design.
Ooh, customized.
And as you pick the gun up, the gun, like you pick up say the plasma gun.
Yeah.
It sort of like melds into like the hand, and the hand becomes one with the gun. And you realize you don't have to use this thing two-handed anymore. It's a single-handed molded weapon.
Oh god, I'm oh, what's the name of that anime? Power Man or something like that? I don't know. Yeah. Metro Man? I don't know. Someone's going to be mad at me later.
One Punch Man.
Someone's going to be mad.
Okay, so yeah, no. In which case, I'm going to pull out my Reiki in the other hand, and I am going to Arnie this shit. So yeah, wherever there's hostiles, I'm going to start ripping out all the fire.
You might need to move a little bit so you're not like hitting other people.
Alright, let's put myself right here.
Okay. Blast away.
Alright, let me bring up my sheet because I had to close it down because I changed my picture. Suppressing fire.
Suppressing fire. What are you shooting with, by any chance? Your plasma gun and anything else?
This guy basically in this direction.
Okay. So yeah, just you hold out the arms like. You do notice that as you fire the gun, there's zero recoil, like at all. Like it's almost as if like the clockwork inside your arm is automatically compensating for any kickback.
Oh, I've just reminded myself of Robopocalypse. Basically, a mechanized biped has got an AK, but there's like zero recoil, one shot, one kill, that sort of thing.
Yeah. You managed to perfectly place all of your shots to turn those guys into absolute slack. So they'd be dead. Right, let's do Nikita next. 2 people. A few dudes in front of you have become molten slag. What are you doing?
Laughing.
Yes.
Since I think I'll nod to Jimmy and then I'll jump up here. I'm guessing this is not a high wall.
No, it's not a high wall. No.
Right, I'll jump up and just do the same as I did down there. With my one arm. Boop.
To be fair, you only need the one. So you kill this dude, bang, you kill that dude, bang. Oh. It's a quick pee break, we'll be back in a minute.
That gift, Tom, is if Rasp when he was a kid and you and as now merged together.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think he'd be very happy with that. Everyone loves Rebecca. I'm just looking for the best Daka gif right now.
I'm trying to find a gift, but it's not.
When Ross became the Battle Babe.
Right, okay, back. So, next up, Rasp and Jericho. Do Rasp and Jericho things.
So both of them are just going to come out of the attacker almost at the same time. In their suits. I can't remember what Rasp has. To be honest, I'm not
She has
entirely.
a rail gun, I believe. Yeah, she has a
Right.
rail gun.
So she's going to come out and just aim into the crowd
Mm-hmm.
of Wolfvale people. No. And just fire.
Go for it.
How do I do this? There it is. When you go aggro, roll weird instead of hard. Okay, I'll do that then.
Yep.
Let's roll.
That's how that works.
Oh.
Ooh.
Could I have a fet point, please?
That's a healing touch.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have clicked the wrong thing.
No.
That's a weird roll.
That's okay. You know what? I will take that 9 and I will do the math for it. You know what? Got a feeling he's entered that in wrong, so that doesn't look right. But yeah, Joff.
It's a +3, so it is. I mean, it is right.
Which direction were you aiming? Just draw a line for me.
How do I do this? Like this. There we go. This way.
No. Okay. Let's see. Splat and splat and splat. These poor bandits. Splat. They have no kind of armor that's going to stop a railgun around. Yep, they go splat. Jericho.
So he's also going to jump out. And what does he have on his suit?
You had the plasma gun, I believe.
Okay, he's going to aim for these people here.
Go for it.
Am I on rat? Nope, I need to change to Jericho. Here we go. Not the best, but maybe it hit.
I mean, you're firing highly advanced plasma weapons at people that are basically bandits in scavenged leather armor. This is a, like, you're going to kill someone, even if you just glance them. So, you hit that guy, you hit
Bows
that
and arrows
guy.
against the lightning.
Yeah. This guy, like, manages to, like, duck out of the way, but you get, like, the sense that, like, he's a higher level threat.
You're
So
next!
you're one of the leaders. And then, oh, it's my go. Let's see. Smokey. Do smoky things. Ow. Kind of all of you see Smokey just like rear back with the axe, bring it down and just arc, and just all of these fuckers in front of him are just cleaved in two.
That's some anime bullshit right there, and I'm all
Nothing
here for it.
Yeah, he dies. He dies. He dies. And let's see. Yeah, we'll kill you as well. Back. Displacer beasts. Come in. Over here. Displacer beasts. How are we doing?
The salamanders.
Death. Big boss man over here. I was like, ha! Now he's exposed. Wait, what was that over my other shoulder? Oh, it's insta-death. Gas mask dude, you're dead. Whipman, you are dead. Guards, you're going to come in. You are going to try and finish the job. No, you're not. No, you're not. The guards taken aback by how much Smokey's resembling their old chief, but still shrugging off wounds from previous before, start to get overwhelmed and don't quite get a hit. Let's see. This dude's going to here. You move Mr. Flair, you're going to take a swipe at that. Oh, hell yeah, you hit. You're dead. Bonk. Now it's enemy's turn. Let's see. These guys want Nikita dead. You are going to get swarmed.
Oh no. Whatever shall I do?
These two.
Some would say surrounded. She would call it a target-rich environment.
Yes, pretty much.
Saves me having to move.
Go after Displace Beast. Go after Displace Beast.
How did the riddle get onto the map?
Wait, what? What did you say that? Oh, are you there? Go away. Gone with you.
Now is not the time for riddles and brain thought. Now is the time for action.
Yes. See, these four are going to take shots. Oh. Let's see. Nikita, odds or evens for me?
Odds. Okay. Yeah.
You hear a scream come from inside the cabin, and it's a child's scream.
Okay.
Let's say odds or evens would be good. Alright, those guys hit. Let's do Sniper Man on the billboard because he's apparently a badass. Yep. A shot rings out and you see the displacer beast like rear back a little bit. It's like chunks taken out of it. Let's see, the other four there are going to do their rolls. Oh, god damn. Smokey is like riddled up the back with shots, and one of them like clips the back of his head and he stumbles forward and he is dazed for a hot moment. The people around you, Nikita, only three of them are going to fight. Oh, you are wailed on. Like, they are just taking advantage of the fact that you are raging and just out of control a little bit. You do take a hit of damage as someone gets like a good crack in your ribs.
It's fine, clock of damage I can deal with.
Yep. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3 Heavy dudes.
I said, that's not too bad to say. I almost blew myself up before. I was on 11 damage, so 3's fine.
Yep. Okay. And they took damage. Now heal back. Sweet dudes. They don't quite take the Displacer Beast down. Displacer Beast is too badass. So, back at the top, Nikita.
Right. I'm gonna... Can I try and grab one of them and use them as a weapon and just like swing with one of the guys to get more people?
Do a hard roll -3.
It'll be cool because my attack roll's cool.
Well, an attack roll -3 to it.
Okay.
You've got him by the leg. You managed to like clip one of them, but you're basically not. You're battering them around. You're not really doing any type of damage.
Well, since I noticed I'm not really doing anything, can I just throw him like over here? Like in a swing, I realise I'm not actually doing much, so just let go.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you let him go and just yeet him over here.
Yeah.
Bonk. He's dead. Helga's going to come over here to where Jericho is. And like, keep your friends safe. I need to go and help Smokey, my father, whoever the fuck that is. And she was basically kind of like, because you're in your exosuit, she'll like grab the front of the exosuit, basically pull you down, massive kiss on your lips, push you back, and run off
No.
This is not the time.
Helga, do it there. Holy shit! Helga runs over here to this big, massive beast. It turns towards like, it like drags it forward as if it's going to like charge at her. She goes, and she runs, jumps, lands on this thing's head, blade first, right at like the back of its head, to where like the skull meets the spinal column, twists, and just jumps off as it falls to the ground in a heap of dead flesh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh shit! Helga ain't fucking about. Whoa. So Jericho, Rasp, you're good.
I was gonna say, like, Helga's a good fighter when she's not freaking the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Rasp is going to go here, and she's going to aim just sort of down the line,
Yes.
and a railgun will happen.
Yeah, very well done. Ooh.
Can I burn our last fate point, folks?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
I thought we had 3 left.
Or maybe we've got 2 left. I don't know.
You've got 2 left. Yeah. Bonk. So yeah, just dead. Dead. Dead.
Thanks, Rasp.
Oh. There is 1 left. Bye.
Jericho sees that. I mean, Nikita's got this, and
Nikita-
Just
having
letting him walking past and saying, "You might want to run."
wherever the children's screams were coming from, he's going to head to that, and he's going to go in here.
As you go into that building, you see one of the survivors of Cold Corpse, a middle-aged woman, like clutching a child to her breast, and there's a massive bullet wound in the back of the child's back. Like the child is obviously dead.
Oh no!
Like a shot came in from across the river, hit the child in the back. The child is dead. Woman is just clutching the child to her breast, screaming in grief.
So there's no actual enemies in here.
No, they are across the river over here.
I'll shoot across the river at these guys then. Jellico. Shooty shoot. Shooty shoot.
Nice. Yeah, you managed to clip one of them. Let me say, that guy is turned into absolute paste. The other 3 are still alive. Okay, I believe. Jimmy, have you had a go yet?
I have not. I was patiently waiting for my go.
Then you can have your go.
I would like to step forward. What? That's the wrong button. I would like to step forward and commit the murder, please.
Go for it. Commit murder side.
Do the murdering things.
Oh. All the daggers and all the rays.
How close are you to people? Okay.
I think I've been off put by the scored child, and murder is now top of the lists, even more so.
Odds or evens for me, Mr. Jimmy?
Evens, please.
Ooh. As you bring up the plasma gun to fire, you do get the shot off. So you do just basically turn the guy in front of you into paste. Behave. Turn him into paste, leaving that dude. You notice that your other arm that's not holding a gun suddenly elongates into like a massive claw.
Oh yes.
Just a massive close combat weapon that's very reminiscent of what the Attacker's claw looks like. And small vents open up in the exoskeleton and start to spew smoke and smog. And the tip of your claws start to glow red and emit a heat haze.
I can just imagine just looking at my arm just as this is happening, and then just looking at the nearest, just meeting eyes with the nearest person, nearest stall, and just nodding very slowly. Oh yes, this is happening.
You, my friend, are about to have a bad day.
Oh, you picked a bad day for it.
Hey, top of the round, my go. Let's see. We'll do friendlies first. Smokey's going to pick this dude up, crush him, This dude is going to get an axe to the face. He's going to pull this body. He's going to pull the bodyguards back because they're not doing too well and tell them to hold the rear. Will they accept that though? Yes, they do. And Smokey's going to move forward to get in contact with those dudes. This displacer beast over here, fighting the Squig Man. Eats the Squigs and the handler very handily. You are dead.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yum, nom, 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 nom. Helga's going to go for this big guy here. Oh, god damn. This thing tries to like round on Helga. It like spins around, open up its maw to take a bite out of her. And it finds her sword up under the soft pad of its jaw, up into its brain. And she twists the blade, pulls it back out again, and it falls dead. Helga don't fuck about. Let's see, Displacer Beast here is going to get a message from Smokey. He's going to break off from these guys and he's going to try and wreck a couple of these dudes. Oh god damn! So Displacer Beast is kind of like Jimmy. You like out the corner of your eye, you see Displacer Beast move, but you immediately lose track of it. Like even your like suit's mechanics just like can't lock onto it, and it just kind of like appears behind here and sort of and just takes this dude full in the chest and turns him into cube meat.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah, Displacer Beasts aren't fucking about. Nikita.
Yeah. Alright.
Before you'll go, I need to roll for my 3 dudes up there. I forgot they were there. Jericho. A multitude of gunshots just like kind of tear through the wall that you are standing standing behind. A lot of them ping off your armor and don't cause you any difficulty at all. But you do notice that just to your left, one of the women that was trying to like shield the children gets like winged in the shoulder.
Oh, so they weren't attacking me.
They're just basically firing into this building where they know there are civilians and you just happen to be there. They're just trying to thin numbers out. So, let's see. Nikita, it is now your go. Are your flayers doing anything?
Yes, can I order my flayers to go after this one?
Yes, you can, yeah.
Oh, well, no, just one of them. Just one of them.
Which one?
Let's do my main one, who we called Riley.
Riley. Riley goes... Just basically shoulders past these two things. Goes past here, gets a opportunity attack against it. Doesn't hit it at all. And in a basically from a standing leap, jumps onto the billboard. And is going to attack this fucker. And does not hit.
Oh, fuck.
As your flare like kind of brings down brings down its arm, the guy manages to like get his sword in between it and just like kind of pings it off and pushes it to the side. There's not going to be a sustained combat out there. What's your other one doing?
I'm trying to see whether it come out and attack.
Yep. Smashes apart the remains of the wall. Oh yes, that's death. Just like comes out like both, like this thing has 2 blade arms, both blade arms up into the torso, twist, pull the guy apart.
Nice.
Insta death. Who's up next? I believe it's Jericho and Rasp.
Do I now get my normal go?
Oh yes, you get your normal go. Sorry.
I'm gonna turn this one to mush.
Okay. Turn it a wasted turn because yeah. Just roll your attack roll. He's probably going to die. Yeah, death. All the death. You still have movement left if you want to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna sprint over this way.
Mm-hmm. Good.
And I'm gonna be right in his face.
Yep. Oh dear. Let's see. Jericho and Roth are up next.
Okay, Jericho will, seeing as the building's just getting smattered, can he like jump out of a downstairs window and just like be on the on the towpath of this river or canal?
Oh yeah.
He's gonna take a shot at one of these guys,
Mhm.
and he's also gonna be, while he's doing it, shouting, "Rasp! We need some help!"
Oh, very nice. Yep, you turn that guy into absolute paste.
So Rasp is gonna, having heard that, is gonna run out, and she's gonna look at these two guys. She's gonna aim at the truck
No.
and fire her.
Don't forget if she takes a knee, you get a +1.
Yes, that is true.
Take
Although
Sure.
you cannot move and take a knee in the same turn.
All right.
Then I will just move. Where is she? There she is. Fire 1. I don't like that. I'm gonna use the final of our fate points to
No,
succeed partially.
we still have one left.
Okay, so there's a fire. See, die.
Aiming at the truck, so hopefully some kind of explosion happens.
Yep, the truck fucking detonates. And it flips over and just like spins in the air like Mad Max style, lands on top of on both of those dudes, and they are all kinds of dead.
Nice.
Very tasty. Top of the round, I believe. Yeah. Smokey, 2 things.
No, Jimmy.
Jimmy, how did it go?
This round.
Isn't Jimmy usually after
Yeah.
me and Ras?
Oh, okay, well, Jimmy, go on then. Yeah, Jimmy. Sorry.
I want to test this claw, please.
Okay. Make a hard roll, and you get a +3.
Okay, hard with +3. All right. I was about to say, hang on, I get cool with my attacks, but it's just like, you know what? I'm not questioning this.
Hard roll +3. God damn. Do you want to kill both of them in a single swing?
Yes, please.
Nothing can stop the claw.
As you go to kill the first one, you notice that there's another dude behind him, and you feel your elbow dislocate and sort of like click forward a little bit, and like extra joints are added to give your arm added reach, and you just cleave through both of them, setting all their like it's basically bisecting someone into 3 with like a hot metal knife.
Cut
That dude's
steak,
dead.
anybody?
That dude's dead. Oh, I didn't see you. You're dead as well. They'd be dead. Just, if you want to move anywhere, you have movement left.
Let's have a ponder about that. God damn it, Vix, I just noticed that there's White Claw at the end of that GIF. Let me see, who's left to murder? This prick.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's just walking around with like the steaming red hot arm dripping with cooking viscous.
Yeah, like just to give like, I mean, like it's basically like an anime thing where like your arm is so disproportionately sized to the rest of your body. Like you do look like a fucking monster right now. Okay, that all of your
I'm
go.
very happy with that.
Mm-hmm. All right, my go, I believe. So, displace a beast. Nom nom, displace a beast. Nom nom. Let's do displace a beast rolls. Nope. Oh, wow. These guys are managing to avoid the displacer beast somehow.
I think it's just sheer panic.
Yeah. That guy's going to take a swing at Nikita. You do get a crack in the jaw, Nikita, so you do take a click of damage. Like, this guy's just like smashed you in the fucking face with the butt of his rifle. I'm sorry, how dare you?
I can just picture just like looking back and just know when you want to try and get your jaw to click. Just looking back doing that, just with a grin. Just, oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Smokey jumps over this car, tries to like grab this guy by the back of his head, but you manage to dodge out of the way. Let's see. Bodyguard. Do bodyguard things. Oh, hell yeah, he did. Unfortunately, one of them does take a wound. It's going to be that guy, because he was the first one to attack. So he is now wounded as well. Bonk. Let's see. Ah, yes. Oh, dude fighting the snork. Oh. Odds or evens, Vix?
Odds.
You can see from where you are, there's like a very contested battle going on the billboard, and you see your snork car like stumble back and like try to catch its foot. Your flare stumble back and try to catch its footing, but it managed to right itself.
Okay.
Top of the round, Nikita.
Can I try and throw this guy at this guy?
No,
Aw. Why not?
he's behind a bit because he's behind a billboard.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna mush this person.
Okay, mush him.
I'm gonna mush him. All sorts of mush. Mush!
He's dead.
And then can I use my action to climb up there?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
You are the queen of the snorks.
I can do what I please.
you climbed up there very effectively. Oh fuck it, who's next? I think it's Jericho and
Rasp.
Rasp. So yeah, you have cleared out the enemies up there. There are only 1, 2, 3, 3 people left.
If we can get line of sight, both of us will make an attack on one of them.
It's a little bit clustered. You are basically trying to shoot through a melee at the moment.
You could use Rasp to go in and heal that woman who got shot in the shoulder.
Why
That's
not?
true. Yeah.
Medic!
Do that.
Do Rasp's heal roll? Yep, this Rasp bursts through and just immediately starts to heal that woman. And I'm going to say, for Pete's sake, there are other people in this room that have gotten, just shrapnel wounds and things like that, because this is a battlefield. There are people who are hurting. So she immediately starts, like, passing out, like, healing touches and just helping people as best she can. Is Jericho doing anything else?
I don't think he's going to shoot. If there's a... I mean, everyone else looks like they've got it well in hand.
Mm-hmm.
It is midnight now.
Yeah, I'm trying to rush it. Mr. Jimmy, do your thing.
Do the Jimmy thing.
Do your Jimmy things.
Right. 2 feckers down there. I'm just going to walk down and start slashing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do it. Just fucking wail away at them.
The claw.
Claw.
Wail away, wail away.
Ooh, that's enough to get one, but not both of them. So
It's basically just like hand overhead and just slamming down on top of him.
pretty much, yeah.
It's okay, the displacer beast like hell will finish off that last one there.
Okay, I believe
I
it's
just want
everyone.
one before you get started.
So it's back to my go. The displacer beasts are going to basically swarm this guy and just tear him limb from limb. So he's dead. And then the displacer beasts immediately go back to Smokey. Gather around him. Ooh, not you. The bodyguards go back to Smokey. There's only 1, 2 left. Let's see. Who wins out? Oh, the flail wins out. As the big battle on top of the billboard, the attacker just like misjudges a swing with his blade, and your big flare baby Riley brings the blade that is now embedded in the forearm that was once given to him by Jericho down into the dude's chest and just tears down, breaking through the sternum into the gut, out the bottom, and the dude dies.
Yeah.
Bonk.
Good Riley.
And that is all she wrote.
Oh gosh, it's midnight.
Everyone is dead. All the attackers, everyone is either dead, everyone's wounded, everyone's breathing fast. And that's what you like. Next time we are going to deal with the fallout of what just happened. There's obviously some things that need to be talked about. We need to get Pete up to speed. That is where we are going to go.